feed goes live, hear the static in the room. Every laugh got a fracture, every thought I hear like boom. We walk in with the bruises, we walk in with the shine. Cracks in our minds like fault lines crossing town.
Pressure from the inside, pressure from the street. World keeps throwing hammers, he with shatters, he with keys.
We're cracked, split wide open, let the truth fall through. Cracked by the noise outside, cracked by what we do. Some cracks make it broken, some make you exact. Cracked, yeah, we live in the cracks.
Good morning, LCU. This is Lolcow Cracked, the worst podcast in the LCU nation. We are back here again with you. Good morning, cat lady.
Good morning, evening, morning,
Day, night.
midnight, or noon. I don't know. It's really confusing to me. I like every single time I try to think about like, is 12 a.m. noon? Or is 12 p.m. noon? Or is it midnight? I'm like sitting there confusing myself. Whatever.
I always go with 12 is the 0 of the beginning of the next chunk. And that's how I keep it in my brainulations. So if you're going to the AM, you get some semen to praise.
It's one for the homies. One for the homies to remember the semen that we lost. The once amazing Aussie that told us all of the tales of the internet that we didn't know was fucked up. But thankfully, like in the end, it was held up to us to see by Breadstick and Twiggy. We are, no, Jayla, we remember where we came from.
Most certainly.
So what's next? We have to talk about what happened today.
Yeah.
That's gotta happen.
So, I guess to catch you up a little bit, because you had taken a little adventure of yourself this morning. We had Saturday off because we pick out of the list of the 2 days.
Am I echoing?
And there was, I don't believe so. So we took Saturday off to have Sunday available, and the Sunday spots filled up very quickly. There was discussion of possibly doing a IRL, but it was not as easily done at 8 a.m. just simply because most things are not open at 8 a.m. But when the spot opened up, I decided to shift it to 2 a.m., figuring that would be more than sufficient, both for prep time for doing the show. I got to work on the emojis, and it says you're echoing. I don't hear it yet, but let's just double check.
It's okay. I was higher than usual. I don't know if it's
You're fine. I'll turn you down
good?
slightly.
Okay.
Yeah. So I took the 2 p.m., figuring that would give us a little bit more time. I decided to start working on some of the emojis for the members. I decided on the jingling keys because we had apparently accidentally copied Ren's spray bottle for the holy water. I was made aware of it last night when I started on Alpha with Phantom, because Phantom was doing a 15-hour superhero run through the LCU. Everyone, if you see Phantom somehow around today, give him a cheers and applause and a high five. He's been propping it up yesterday. And from there, as it got close to the time, I was starting to notice that perhaps we had a different understanding of what was going to happen today. And so we went from there, and I tried making it work.
Okay. When I hopped in, y'all were having an IRL, right?
We were attempting it, yes.
And there was, will you let me know if I'm still echoing? Because I'm sure it's something I'm doing wrong, probably.
Yeah, there's a delay. I think you're all set.
So, there was the IRL going, and then there were clips going, which, these were going. And it just really kind of seemed like mass confusion. But by the time I got my technology working, we were stuck in the middle of Lolcow Court. By the
Yes.
way, Lolcow Court didn't work because it was a bad format for it. It wasn't simplified appropriately for, this kind of presentation with a bunch of people remotely in little boxes. But I didn't see a whole lot of change from that, although I think it's a format or a cool idea that could work with some different formatting. So I don't know. Maybe they're just being nostalgic or whatever as they pulled in different people and host and whatnot. I would think that you'd also want the people who you're going to be pulling from their show to be aware of it. Because I'm going to be honest, you got some really new people with very little experience. So I think that, having those people be aware that they're going to be interrupted in the middle of what they're doing would have vastly improved what happened. As it was, you had one person who was IRL and already wasn't using her camera correctly for IRL, who didn't get to participate at all. And while it's not serious, it's all good fun. At the same time, for her, it felt very serious because her work was being criticized, but she
Yeah.
didn't have the ability to like talk back or be part of the conversation. And I think that later on, all of these frustrations for her like boiled in together, you know? It just kept rolling down the road until it got to a big old hump and it couldn't find its way down to the river, you know?
Yeah, I saw court was needing some people, so earlier on I had reached out a while before it started.
You did
Well,
that to us.
hold
Okay,
on.
okay.
Hold
I'm
on.
just saying, I just put a little bit of heat on the Cash Boys doing that to us, but apparently that heat, some of that needs to be taken back because I've got you to blame for it now.
I did poke my head out of the sand for it, but when I had questioned about as far as how this show was going to go, and then I saw they were already running at 2 a.m., I asked if we wanted to, if they want us to just come up and do it that way so that we had something, we were up for a bit and avoid some of what happened today. At the moment, they were good. So I don't know if some more people bailed on them that happened, and that's why we ended up getting pulled up, because at the time it was a no, we're all set. Mm-hmm. So they may have had people bail on them and decide to pull them in. I'm not sure because we were in the middle of the show when we got pulled into court. Yeah. But yeah, at the beginning they had said no. So I said, all right, fine. And we moved along with it. I understood that she was not maybe ready to go through some of the material side I had. So I figured the IRL was the quickest thing because that was what she suggested. And I knew that one way or another, I could try pushing something out. Because the way I saw it, she was prepared to do the IRL right up until the time switches. So in the meantime, because of the failures of the camera, obviously nothing had been tested because the miscommunication. When her camera had failed, I decided to switch to some of the story in the clips, which I get is a bit disjointed, but no one wants to listen to the scratchy scratch of you moving around, right? Like there is audio things to be considered.
Let me tell you, the next time you have somebody and you're like in control,
Mm-hmm.
and you've got somebody who's IRL and it's like just not working, because like she didn't realize she really needed to have that vertical or horizontal or whatever you call it, and she needed to hold it as far away from her as possible.
Yeah.
And always focused on her face, right?
Yeah.
Or at least most of the time, unless she had something else interesting to show us. And when she had opportunities to encounter a person, we also want to see the person.
Right.
And again, that's mostly, I'm assuming, because she's never done an IRL and she was, thrown into it of her own volition because she felt it was something she could accomplish. But most people can't accomplish an IRL on their own for the first time without somebody who can guide them, because you don't see or hear anything. You're just in reality, right? So you have to be able, just like a photographer, a professional photographer will have a family and they're going to tell you how to pose, how to get next to each other, all of those things. And they get that with a lot of experience, right?
Oh,
So
most
it's new for
definitely.
you too to lead somebody in an IRL. But I'm just saying, going forward in the future, because I really like to do IRLs, making sure that you direct them to whatever you need them to do with their camera to make it happen for you and the viewers. And then if it is an audio problem, just like because it's ambient noise and stuff, just, hey man, I'm gonna mute you. Just give me a hand signal and let me know. And then during it, you just talk.
Yeah.
I know it feels like it's really boring for you to just talk. Hopefully, it's not really boring. Maybe you have some really good stories to add. Maybe you have something related to what she's doing, or y'all have a conversation that's like meta that y'all been having, right? But
Yeah.
doing the clips and stuff like that, I mean, you lost your entire story.
Well,
The entire story you wanted to tell there.
I was watching on a second Discord of what was happening, and there was nothing that was salvageable at the moment. And although, talking and everything else, obviously if it was a more set up IRL, that would be the case. But again, because I saw nothing was going on, I understand it was disjointed, but I was trying to at least have
I
a
know,
secondary level of story and trying to give the direction of hold it up, hold it out. But when one, some of the audio things are having an issue, and two, when someone's not taking direction, and I understand she's new, but if you're not taking direction, even once you hear it, it's very difficult 3, 4, 5 times to be able to convey that and not have it be received. And so that's why I'll be honest. I said it kind of half jokingly, but I was attempting to give her a W in some way. And if not, I was attempting to give an L in a way that was motivating, so that we could come back and go, oh, that's strike 1, strike 2. And I was going to have a conversation about how I was starting to feel with this. And I started out pretty aggressive. I'm not going to lie. I was steaming
You were
mad.
frustrated, and that's understandable.
But
you can come out hot and heavy because you know what? If you're fucking frustrated, you're fucking frustrated, and that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And that wasn't to take her voice. It was because she still was actively getting ready last minute. And so I didn't want to project her showing up in an empty chair and the banging around. So I decided to start and let out my frustration and say it because I knew she could hear me. I just wanted to be sure there wasn't all the noise of getting in and getting started that way. And I figured
Well,
that'd be
let
good
me tell
motivation
you.
to do something.
If I'm ever out in an IRL and I just can't even take your direction to get it together, I expect you to figure out how to make fun of me. That's what I expect you to do.
Yeah.
If I am too big of a fucking clown to understand holding my camera out beyond, as far as my arm can reach, sir, I implore of you, please make the most fun of me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But there wasn't even a camera in a large section of this. So when I was hiding the camera, that was because I was hiding a spinning bar. And since she couldn't hear, there was that disconnect. So I could try making fun of you, but like eventually someone's going to be like, what is this spinning bar? Why am I watching this? And that's either disconnecting you or keeping you in and trying to run something else. Like
like I said, I mean, if Spinning Bar is your new co-host, then welcome Spinning Bar
Yeah.
to the cage. Next up, I expect you to make fun of me if I've got the fuckery going on, 100%. Like I'm serious. You can't see my eyes because the reflections on my glasses. But look, I expect you to make fun of me and call me out on my shenanery.
and that's why
Expect it.
and that's why when we got to spots, I get she was shy and I wasn't trying to press her to a point of uncomfortability, but I was like, when she said, oh, it's the same people, I said, oh, just go up to them and act. I was trying to at least push something because I understand there was only so many people out and about right near her house. So I was still trying to get what I could out of it.
Okay.
Um,
But then,
and
and then,
and I tried kind of running the B circuit of the story, which was kind of what I was hoping to be a bit of a walk into some of our idea as far as starting to go through a bit of your rant through the clip. Talking about the mistakes along the way with the water bottle story, and then like tensions among coworkers, and we had plenty of material there that I was trying to get through.
but in the grand final, it really ended up being that Kim made the decision.
Yeah.
We hadn't had an opportunity to really pay attention, I guess, as well as we would with somebody that we were used to watching for a lot longer, because I guess she had a lot of signaling she felt like she was doing. Like, I mean, she even said she raised her hands up, but I use raising my hands up for stuff all the time. So it's partially I'm at fault, you're at fault, we're all at fault, have a piece of fault pie.
Yeah.
But we didn't recognize whatever she was doing, trying to get attention so she could add in her opinion. And one second, Poop Guy is. I thought I heard them say a name to co host I've never heard before. Oh, I don't know. Okay. It distracted me. Sorry. But the point of the matter is, she should have spoke over us, and because people have heard her or heard being criticized for over speaking or whatever, she didn't speak up for herself. And like, I just wish she'd known that over speaking isn't necessarily just talking when other people talk. Like, over speaking people isn't, I need to get my opinion out there in a timely manner. It's like, I see somebody in the middle of a rant and I start talking during their rant over them. You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it's okay if there's overlap. But you combine those things with the fact that she was obviously taking it very personal. And, in LCU, you just can't take anything personal. You really just can't.
No, and it's tough when someone's trying to drive you through struggles or frustrations. I know we have not all worked together very long, but part of being hosts is not necessarily assuming maliciousness from each other unless we've explicitly been like, oh, I'm going in on you tonight. And in which case you're not going to put yourself in the situation where you're being quote unquote run by them. Right. I had said to the beginning, I am going to try to work with you as equal as I can. And if there's something I notice I need to push, I will, but I won't do it in a way explicitly just to bash you or make you look bad, right? Like at the end of the day, we're all here to work together. And so if she lost trust in my direction, then it's going to be very hard for me to do anything without pushing buttons to do it. But I still wasn't seeking to destroy any of it for, I like Dee Dee, and I was really trying to give her a W, or you know what? If maybe I pushed too hard, then chat could give me a little bit of hate and sympathize with her and feel how she was feeling. And I was open to either one at this point. I was trying to produce something decent that activated the fun.
She is a very creative and artistic person, and I think she should keep trying.
Yeah.
And then later we've seen people who failed initially and then kept trying and then found success. Having creativity where you paint or draw is one kind of creativity. Having the kind of creativity where you come and you do streaming there's so many things that you can do being creative. She does songs and stuff too.
Yeah.
So the thing is just practice. Find some, way to still do call-ins. get opportunities to practice. I used to do a whole thing on a personal channel that was literally basically, and all of it's labeled behind the scenes, and it had nothing to do with like monetizing accounts or anything. It had everything to do with practicing how fast or slow I can talk, how awkward I can be, and how awkward I cannot be. Because hello, baby, if I'm not awkward, I don't exist.
Yeah.
But even trying to do tech work and stuff like that. Before I ever even tried to be an intern, I had put in hours trying to learn skills to be able to do this and to take my creativity and put it here. And so I just hope she keeps trying, because I mean she had fun crash outs. She
Yeah.
could absolutely throw some smoke on people. And I just know she could make it after she did some great some practice and built up those skills. So
And there are some comments in the chat about, it's sometimes better to realize when it isn't working sooner rather than later.
oh yeah.
I'll say this. After a few, I believe it was very obvious that there were a lot of things that weren't working. But I was also so new, and we were trying things out, that I wasn't sure where it all landed. And I wanted to be able to make it work, because I think part of the skills of sometimes something not working here is there are plenty of people here that can make anyone work. I mean, we're seeing gold right now where they're stacking with Iceman. They're stacking with Nick MTV. I mean, Billy and Nightmare are masters of this for sure, but they are taking someone that didn't work with everyone, including him on live. I mean, to the point that now, as far as I'm aware, he's still banned on live, and they're actually working him. How long he stays is another matter, but I kind of saw this as an opportunity to practice with someone that maybe I didn't work with as much as I thought, even though it was my pick. And yeah, make fun of your soft spots and become more confident and stronger. From Rocky BB, you have to be mindful not to be too sensitive. And I agree. Like, there's some things I've, been a little bit sensitive about. I clearly demonstrated that at the beginning of the episode, but that doesn't stop me. I didn't take that initial annoyance and use it to bonk anyone over the head with the rest of the time. I tried making it work. And like I said, I was pushing for a W or pushing for fun, either one. But when you get to the point of someone's crying, like, I'm not going to boot you off the stream unless it's, there's a limit, something like that. But I'm also not going to ignore you. So I did want to go into it, because I think that was a real feelings that I wanted to explore. It wasn't just sitting there and, reveling in her misery. I think it was one of the first chances that she could speak up, and I was hoping that we'd get more of that.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of times people shy away from being emotional. It's okay to be emotional.
Yeah.
It's not okay to let it become personal. And I know that it sounds like those aren't really different, but they are. I mean, like, I'll be honest, at the very beginning, if you came in frustrated, you should have. I'm sure you've noticed by now, I'm into the if you think it, let it go.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, if I come in frustrated, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you, I'm frustrated. This is freaking why. And I would hope that you would do the same for me. If I pissed you off, come and tell me that I pissed you off, and you better do it on air, because if I'm going to talk shit, everybody wants to see it.
Yeah. And that's how I started the episode. I literally started with just my face after, the intro, and I just went in and server muted her so that, with her coming back or not knowing exactly what was going on, I wanted just that one section to start off with the frustration and then okay, go. And it wasn't to block her voice out. It was because the show starts at a certain time, and that's when I was starting it. And I needed to get that out, and then she had all the time in the world to respond for it.
Well,
and maybe she didn't feel confident enough to, or something, but I can only control so much on my end, and that's where it stops, right? At some point you have to advocate.
Somebody just put you in a mother-son relationship
no.
with me. The
Oh,
worst
my
part is
goodness.
technically I'm probably old enough you could be my son.
You wouldn't want to have this baby. I was 10'3" when I was born. You would want no part of that.
My one of mine, whichever kid that was that was the second one.
Of 'em.
That one was right under 10. That was a
Yeah.
big baby. That baby looked like a toddler. That baby drove us home from the hospital. I didn't even have to check it in a car seat.
I was a 2-year-old in a couple weeks. Yep.
For real, for real. That baby was dang. Actually, she had like this hair that was red and had like golden ringlets on top. So like every single nurse had to come see my baby and touch her before I left. I was so freaking mad. I was like, is there like some rule or something about, I don't know, like 400 nurses coming and touching my baby? Isn't it like somebody's got to, I mean,
The
seriously.
chosen one.
What is this? Like, for real? Aren't there like germ concerns or something like that? Do I need to sleep over my baby so none of you broads come and steal her?
Yeah, you would think so.
Ugh.
Yeah. Ugh.
It was a big, big baby. Big.
Yeah, no. I started out big myself. But yeah, it is what it is at this point. Like I said, I was towards the end pushing towards having that conversation a bit, and Keem came in and flipped the table before we even got there.
No. Did he even say anything?
Not really. It was, hey, Dee Dee, you're off, and that was about it. He did comment that, like, you know, at some point come back and try again and as an intern and see where it's at. So it's not, you know, it's not like she's Voldemort or anything. I'm sure you're still going to see her in the chat. I had suggested to her to maybe go up with Phantom. I don't know how that works now that it's a regular guest, but I mean, regular guest gets pulled up. So I find him to be very good and accommodating to people that are still learning. So sorry, Phantom, I'm not.
I've got a thing against Phantom today. I'm deciding I have a thing against Phantom today. So.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, then we get to have the other side of it.
Well, I'm pretty sure that he speaks louder than me now, so I think that I'm probably the person who owns the snail.
Ah.
I'm just saying. He sped up how fast he talks, like way faster than he used to talk. Have you listened to him lately?
Are we stealing his mascot? Is that what you're saying? We have to do a secret operation to steal his mascot?
I'm not stealing his mascot. I'm just saying give it over willingly, because I'm pretty sure I speak slower than you do. I mean, that's...
Okay.
You know.
So for those in the crowd...
It's not malicious.
It's
just for accuracy.
In the crowd, Phantom has a snail as part of his alpha, because he had started out and he's commented on some of his streams about being slow speaking and being the sleep stream. I still find all of his things very interesting, but he adopted the snail as part of his slow talking vibe that begins at 4 a.m. But now that he's having to run through all the shows and keep up with the likes of Tina and those guys, they might just be speeding him up.
I don't know what it is. I remember my favorite stream of Phantoms, and it was where he did horror. We went over 25 horror movies and the best horror movies. I don't know why it sounds like horror when I say horror, but it's whatever.
It's a different kind of movie review entirely.
Yeah, it was not that spicy. Just killer spicy. Just killer spicy.
Murder
not
spice.
Good time spicy. Like I just did it a little deeper. Dig it a little deeper.
Where you're making a little, nighttime spicy. Pour one out for it.
Pour one out.
As you do. I
Oh, we
told you
could
we're
be
pouring
the
one out.
sail riders from the Never-Ending Story. I love that
Ooh,
movie so much.
what
Who
a
was it that told me that they didn't believe in that movie? Somebody told me they didn't believe it existed.
like the
I don't
movie
remember who it
existed
was.
at all?
Yeah, they don't believe that the Never-Ending Story existed. Like a movie.
How? I know there was the one like the is it Shazam? There's one of them that like has I think it's Martin Lawrence as the superhero that is like a oh, what is the name of it? It's a Mandela effect where it's something that a lot of people think existed.
Martin Lawrence.
I think it was Martin Lawrence that someone said
Uh,
it's
I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right at all.
I could be wrong on that. But either
I
way,
think
kind of like the cornucopia on the back of the shirts for the fruit of the loom, which someone actually ended up proving in the patents may actually not be a Mandela effect. But there's a handful of those.
they're just changing things about our reality little bit by little bit by little bit.
That's
So
right.
we don't know
And that's
whatever they're doing.
how
Whoever
you,
they are.
that's you keep all of us guessing, so we have to spin around and crazy and not think about stuff too often.
I don't have like a random, like specific conspiracy theory. I just have one giant general conspiracy theory. They're all doing it. They're all doing it to us for some reason. I don't know.
It's all to funnel us into the LCU. It's the grand plan to funnel us into the LCU so we can
Must
all
join.
join.
Shaq. Was it Shaq that was in
Falcor
that
the Luck
movie?
Dragon.
I don't know that was Shaq either. I don't know. Now I'm gonna have to look up the thing that doesn't exist online.
Yeah. Oh, Shazam was Sinbad. It was Sinbad.
That's real, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I watched it.
This is the thing. There's one that exists that's kind of close that's like a different name. And then there's one that doesn't exist that I'm pretty sure is the one with Sinbad. This is why it's a crazy effect.
What did one day we're really gonna live in an entirely different universe, and we won't know how it happened because they're just replacing little bits by little bits by little bits, and the rest of it we're losing through time because again, like I think it was Denmark who told me that the never-ending story doesn't exist.
I love that. Oh, there's so many ways to find that one with the creepy dragon head.
That dragon, you take that back.
He's a little creepy.
A Falcor was not creepy. Okay.
He was too
You have
furry.
no idea how many nights I spent going, please let Falcor come. I would love to ride him on to my dreams. And he's got like just those little individual scales with all the furs that are all like shiny and glittery. Man, you can't be talking bad on Falcor. That's like bad juju.
Too fuzzy for my
Who'll
comfort.
save the princess?
Yeah, we could do that, but does he need to be fuzzy? We want a strong dragon, not a fuzzy dragon.
It's a luck dragon, bro. We want him to be lucky.
All right, is Shenron from Dragon Ball Z not lucky? Sorry, I'm pulling out too much of the nerd.
I know, but like that's a completely different universe. The other universe is like a whole bunch of freaking aliens who are getting juiced up and like freaking whatever that bad guy Boba or whatever his name is making the reptilian guys and the android guys. Man, their fights take like 40 episodes.
I mean, there was a magic princess girl. It's all relative.
I don't remember a princess at all.
Oh, see, Rocky actually has a DVD, they're saying. So
Rocky?
it must be real. Rocky BB.
Bryant. It is so hard to read
they?
these. Brian and
Here.
Brian and Orbison, 5787. I'm sorry if I've really screwed that
I'm
up.
seeing a mention of
Uh,
wanting us on Lolcow Live. I'm going to try opening this mute
but
just
I'm
to be
pretty
sure.
sure, like, if they really wanted us on live, they could pull us on live
Yeah. Oh, Boogie's doing something with his wall. Interesting.
with this wall. Man, that poor wall's never going to
Getting
get
bigger and
rebuilt.
bigger.
Are they just going to make it a walkthrough now? But I
Well,
thought
for
the whole
Desi, it
point of
already
that
is.
wall. Huh. I thought the whole point of having the wall there is so that they could like have a studio that's closable.
I
That way they
guess
could
Boogie
spray paint.
Boogie is the highest from the ground that I've ever seen. He is at least 3 steps on a ladder right now. I am so concerned about that. I need to close that so I don't. Yeah. Boogie's pretty high up on some steps right now. But
He didn't look secure during Halloween when he was on a
yeah, if they want us, I guess
ladder.
they'll pull us because I haven't seen any more
Yeah.
comments about that.
Yeah, I figured they could pull us.
Yeah.
It's easier than me trying to figure it out.
Might as well disorient us again like Court. So Court, yeah, I do want to talk about that a little bit. So we were defended by Scooter and prosecuted by Denmark in a pretty abrupt fashion. Now, I know you were coming in post setup and, there was a question up front because you had clearly obviously just got up from arrest on whether you were fit for court. So obviously coming in the first time, a little bit starry eyed, but we brought you back. Let's start with this. Do you feel you were fit for court today? Or do you think we have a
I've
chance
been
for a
the fittest
mistrial?
person there. I was probably the fittest person at the trial.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting take.
Well, okay, like Scooter and Denmark haven't drank for like over a week. They are definitely not at their prime. And it's a weekend. Usually that time for Scooter would be drunken weekend Scooter Gooner. And I know by the very fact that he is doing court episodes instead of gooning that he is not at his tip-top self.
Well, I think he, that combined with his, shall we call it, hat. I was calling it a chef's hat. Some of the memes in the Discord today might have been pointing it out as a bit more of a pointier piece of attire.
What a hat for him to pick. What a hat to pick. That trash can straight up looked like a KKK hat.
Yeah, boy, you're not getting away from those allegations anytime soon. I'm gonna blame that as part of our reason for losing the defense today. I'm gonna assign like 5% of blame on that one.
On that hat.
Yeah, it's pretty hard for the jury to take you seriously.
Rocky says if they hit 500 member goal on live, they're dumping Boogie on us.
Oh, boy.
I mean, really?
I almost want to sell it because the insanity of a Boogie with you and I
don't know. I mean, I was on stream when he was like going through his thing on Pit at some point in time. It was kind of wild. It was either him doing some kind of crazy like mental health scare or look at the folds in my body. Look, they move. Look, they do these things. Like seriously, that's what he did when I was there. That's pretty frightening.
It's like cursed doors of the Boogie flaps. You never know what kind of surprises you get.
I can't imagine how awful that feels. Does it itch? How does that feel?
From my understanding, it's kind of like if a dog gets the same thing where, how they're like constantly scratching at their ears or anything. I believe it's the same thing. And I don't want to say it, but I'm going to because why not? But I'm sure it's probably, you know how the dogs get that weird popcorn gross smell? I'd imagine you get the same thing.
I never had a dog get a popcorn gross smell.
I've been around farms that have dogs that just kind of wander and they end up getting it. Yeah, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. Not at all. But yeah, so okay.
Okay,
We
so
might
they're
have a
just
boogie
ruin our
incoming.
innocence. So yeah, 500 gifted for them. My innocence ruined. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So Scooter tried defending us and raised a couple good points. Denmark essentially just said, "Look at them, gang," and didn't really feel like he needed to make more of an argument with that, which, half of my team kind of relented and just accepted it. I'm not willing to go down without the fight. So I took the opposing and I guess we were relying on Scooter to defend us, and he didn't really feel like it, I think.
Are you kidding? You're forgetting Dee Dee's impassioned. Fuck you, suck my dick.
Yeah, but that's on the back
was
of saying
bold.
guilty, though. You don't get to say guilty and then be big mad about it. You got to say not guilty and be big mad about
She
it.
got the order messed up. It's not like she goes to court every day.
I know. She's
No.
Dee Dee, if you're out there, don't talk to the police. Ever. 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 You gotta be smart. If you're someone that admits guilt to something, as the two lawyers say, shut the fuck up.
It's not true. If you're going to get pulled over by a policeman, just be a crackhead. I have wonderful stories about all the amazing things that crackheads can do, even when they're getting arrested, via my mom. It's wonderful.
I normally have the dumb enough face that I can play silly half the time, and then the other half of the time I just didn't stop.
My mom one time, okay, she's driving on the highway and she decides that driving is hard, so she pulls over. She does a little crack, okay, and then she's like, man, I think that driving on crack is pretty hard, so she just stays where she is, but then she's there for a long time. So a police officer just doing the regular patrolling is like, you know what, there's a car broke down, my job is to help and serve. So stops and he's like, ma'am, do you need any help? And she's like, yeah, I do need some help. And he's like, well, can I go ahead and get your license and registration and insurance? And she's like, sure, it's in my purse. Can you just grab it? Well, the things on top of the license, registration, and car insurance are, I don't know, a bag of crack and her crack pipe and her lighter. So he's like, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and just do like a little arresting thing, right? We're going to put you in these little clankers and you can go to the back seat of the car while I check out the rest of your car. And when he left her in the back of the car to go to her car and look through it, she escaped from his car and ran off.
Well, you can't get in trouble if you're not in the car.
Too fast for him to catch.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe.
They do? You know what they do with those lovely videos they take? Is they actually turn them in at the end of the day. And then they get processed for the ones that go attached to your court case at court. And it follows you. And when you do the FOIA or whatever on your mom's crack story, you get to get those videos. And you're like, no, really, Mom, I saw what happened.
It's kind of weird to stand with the cops against your own family, but it's like, I'm watching it.
God, I can't even. That's only like the middle of my wonderful, wonderful experience of biological motherhood.
Yeah. Well, as
Yeah.
all the nerds know, when it comes to the purse, first in, first out, or first in, last out kind of thing. Everything that's going to be stacked on the top is going to be the first one to come out the other side. Yeah, anytime I've ever had anything like that, I've tried to make sure it's ready ahead of time. When it came to getting stopped on the motorcycle, I'm always taking the SD card out and I keep it in my cheek, because if they decide to search it, why would I provide them a GoPro worth of video? All these guys that put GoPros on their bikes and forget to grab the SD cards. Don't record yourself committing crimes and then make it available if they decide to impound your vehicle. Grab the SD card out and stick it in your mouth. And if it starts getting to the rest time, bite down. No video, no crime. Then they have to prove everything instead of them having your super HD footage off of your own bike. Use your brain. There's a lot of people with dash cams that do the same thing.
Are you trying to tell me that you were pulled over on your motor bicycle?
More than enough times to count, yes. And not even because I was doing something wrong.
Yeah, what are you doing on your motor bicycle that you have to record it and then not have the recording?
So some of it you record just for accident purposes, but I, for about a year and a half, only had a motorcycle to ride because I had a car that ditched an engine. So at that time, I didn't have a ton of money. I was going to college and, just working on the side. So I just ran year round. Now I live in upstate New York. So that means snow, hail, sleet, rain, wind, all of it. So when a cop sees you on a motorcycle in the middle of December and it's, below freezing, sometimes almost below zeros, and you're swerving, then they decide to pull you over, which, yeah, you're doing something innocent. But at the same time, who knows? You don't know what traffic infractions you commit. But then, yeah, there's other times, yeah, I'm riding.
So you're just being
significantly
uber
worse.
safe. You're not like some stealth coke dealer out here on the express lane.
I mean, I do stunt ride too, so that's the
You
exact
do
opposite.
stunt rides like in public driving?
I mean, side streets. I'm not great at it. I don't pretend to be a superhero at it, but yeah, up until recently when they started kicking people out of those spots, it would always just be side dead end streets that no one cared about. But when they started kicking everyone out of those spots, it started spreading out to some of the other spots. So it's happened. I've participated in some of the big rides.
So are there other people there?
Yeah.
So basically you're part of a really soft motorcycle gang.
It's like gatherings from around the country.
Gatherings around the country. There's like a whole Weenie Hut Juniors motorcycling crew that's like international.
Yep. there's
Wow.
there's some that are YouTubers out in the space. There's people that are just well known that don't do the social media thing. I mean, there's people from all over the country that meet for some of these.
Well, that's pretty wild. I mean, I never could have told you that there would be. I mean, I can't believe that there would be a soft guys motorcycle game that's like countrywide. Like it's just they do like those 4K runs and all that other kind of stuff. But I really didn't imagine that people would be like, I want to go join a whole bunch of other people and go from point A to point B, but not do anything that could get us in trouble.
Oh no, never. No, it's a stunt ride. That's all it is trouble. It's just a roving worm of trouble that passes
my Lord.
through like a band of locusts. But I mean, I think some of the allure of doing those kind of things is not so dissimilar to this universe. I mean, if you think about it, yeah, there's obviously some names that are not like well known ahead of time, but I feel like this universe grabs an orbit of people that both have been watchers of the big names and are willing to indulge the small names, if they start having likable personalities. And, there are groups of times every day that people from all over the country gather to either participate or be the spectacle. It's unnatural, right? Like, I'm not saying it's like committing crimes per se, but it's a weird thing that's happening here, and anyone can join. It takes very little to join in on this.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I
I'm
agree
trying to
with you.
follow that
I
too.
can see. I'm trying to figure out
Yeah.
what's going on here with whatever happened on that very long
Yeah.
LCL that obviously we didn't get to finish. Massive amount of TOS violations is what I'm seeing.
Glammy got 1,000 people dumped on her.
A what?
Glammy's at 1,100 people because live clearly ended and they redirected to Lolcow Pit, and it's Glammy solo streaming. Now, when I was checking in with her, she was apologizing to everyone individually, and I mean everyone. So if she just got 1,000 people, assuming she's still doing that, I think there's gonna be a lot of people asking for apologies from her.
Why did they have her apologizing to everybody?
I only jumped in on part of it, but it seems like it's still related to the great banning of everyone with the some of the shifty
Lord.
situation. I thought that was all done, and then
Oh, she ended her stream? That's wild.
has she?
She still hasn't
okay.
finished her punishment? Or does her punishment just never end? Because I mean, like, look, I'm not one to try to minimize what she did or anything, but I mean, like, she did some stuff, and then she did some punishment on Rain, and then she did the whole hair thing, and then she keeps getting disrespected and muted and all of that stuff on like the show she's on, and now I'm hearing she's having to apologize to individuals on air.
I see. Okay. I missed that little tidbit. So Chris mentioned that it's about the alien thing with Desi. So Boogie's been not cool with that.
So what does Yo Mama do? Because I mean, he's the one who planned it. He's the one who performed it.
I believe the reason Glammy specifically is catching it is because she, right, wrong, or indifferent, she dressed up as the alien as part of it. And from what I saw, she was saying, well, I thought it was already a thing because Desi dressed in the Mothman thing and leaned into it, and Yo Mama was already doing. So I believe she was sort of taking the path of, I thought it was cool and funny, and it clearly did not land.
Even her wearing the costume, I mean, it's still, she's not the mastermind of anything. Like, okay, punish the girl for some alien costumes or whatever, but, why don't you put some blame where, I don't know, it belongs? It's Yo Mama's joke.
Yeah.
It was Yo Mama's presentation of the information. It was Yo Mama's choices. Yo Mama's hand did it all.
There was a mention of it possibly not even being Yo Mama that originally started it. There was another origin that was mentioned, but I don't remember what it was, that possibly Yo Mama didn't start it. This is kind of like tracing out some interesting LCU lore, but I did hear a mention of it being from someone else. They just didn't say it at the time that I was listening.
Like, I cared about Glammy before the entire banning it at all. I care for her now. I mean, I didn't stop caring for her because she made mistakes or anything. I mean, everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah.
It just seems really unfair that she would get punished for something and she's just kind of like the accessory, which is all she was. She was like the girl who drove the car, not the guys who went and killed the
Right.
people who lived there. She's a freaking accessory.
So we have multiple mentions, and so that's right, the mention of Matan. So this was, I believe he's a teenager. Boogie somehow got linked up with him. The guy somehow rivaled Boogie, and I only watched part of it, but somehow rivaled Boogie in his chaos energy to the point that he got like soda in some of Boogie's setup. Now, Boogie still blames some of the technical errors on this soda being spelled on his setup and killed it. But Matan essentially stayed with him, messed with him all day, got him riled up, and apparently was apparently the origin of the Desi alien story, which Yo Mama then picked up and clearly yes-anded quite a bit.
Wow. Yeah, no, Matan, who is really funny. I have a sense of dry humor, so I find him extremely funny. But they had done a interview beforehand that they filmed, and then I guess did that episode, which it was such a disservice to them. It was a disservice to the work together because they didn't give any kind of introduction to the live audience, which you would think, oh, it's just going to be so startling. It's going to be really funny, except that for the live audience watching it and the majority of them who don't know who Matan is, it was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, to me, it literally looked like someone, from college just broke into his house and was like, I'm going to run a live stream today, and then just proceeded to do the most. And like you said, I don't think it was necessarily something against either one of them. It was just, as someone that doesn't know anything about him, to then have him break in, it was like, who's this person? Is this like an intern you let show up? Is this some random that knocked on your door? Because you never know with Boogie, right? Like, there could be someone that knocked on the door as a fan, and then someday he decided to, you don't know, right? Like, Boogie's so chaos energy that you never really know where the next one's going to be.
I would hope that anybody who likes comedy would take a chance and look up Matan and go look at some of his other streams. It was just such a friggin' mess, and it was just such a disservice to that opportunity. Just because the way it was set up just really missed. It needed a setup. It needed for the audience to know who he was and what was going on. And you know what? Some people might say that like lowers the comedic value of what he does. But if your audience spends like half or more of the time just trying to figure out what's going on because they could have taken 10 minutes to just frame it, it sounds to me like 10 minutes to frame it would have been worthwhile.
So Matan clearly was the origin of this. Yo Mama, I covered a little bit of a clip. I believe it was 2 episodes ago. He had done some of the alien things. He then purchased a, we'll say, inflatable companion that he then decided to write names on. Some of which were in the more crevice-like areas of the doll. Now, through all this, I know Desi had gotten mad for a bit, but from what I'm seeing both from chat and what I was experiencing, Desi's parents, it does seem like whatever things that there's complaints about, they do seem to actually care about her and have her best interest at heart. And from what Boogie says, they get along with him, and it sounds like they were upset about how she was being treated. And Desi's a trooper, but it's your parents, right? Like, they're going to stick up for you for everything. I haven't even really fully delved in with my mom on what I'm doing because I wanted to settle in without that type of pressure on being yourself, right, and opening up. She's well aware of kind of like the general area of what I'm doing, but yeah, and as someone that even tells my parents everything, or my mom everything, I get it. It's hard when someone sees you do something that maybe, if they don't understand the premise of the show, could feel disrespectful to someone they love. So I understand that problem too. But yeah, I do hope it seems like Boogie crashed out. I'm seeing mentions of TOS, which is why it might be down. But Boogie clearly has a problem with it. I mean, he just recently came from the ER himself. So he might be kind of in a state right now that's a bit fragile as well. And then to have this stacked on top, along with the changes with ALR coming in, there's competition. And that's something that he doesn't get very often. You know, most of them is friends.
I mean, I think that he's having a little bit of difficulty with the fact that other channels are doing just as well monetarily as his channel is. But, like, also, I mean, other people who are having really successful channels don't have as much or as little input as he's getting to have. Does that make sense? I think his issue isn't as it's sure a little bit of money driven, but I think it has more to do with how little control he has.
Yeah.
He gets slapped with whoever anybody else decides to not just anybody, but certain people decide to slap him with. And that's because that person's in charge of it. I mean, hell, I don't even know if Boogie could decide who should be paired with him and do a good job at it. But I do know that it's frustrating to have someone in control when you've spent the majority of your life in control of everything.
Yeah. And, you know, I'm sure he's experiencing with Steak. I think they've been running it very well, but it's clearly a different speed and vibe than what Keemstar was doing with him, right? Like, the one thing about Keem not even glazing him is, like, he has worked with Boogie so directly for so long. He knows how to spin him up, bring him back down, you know, convince him into things. Steak is still learning that, and Steak has a different type of energy that's a little more in your face. And it's not that Keem doesn't get in his face, but I think Keem knows when to back off, and Steak will press just a little bit longer because he wants to get the most out of him every minute. And Boogie's starting to see where his weak spots are, I think, a little bit with Steak. And then there's someone else that comes in that is doing numbers maybe with less effort, if we're being honest. And so I think he wants to go back to his comfort zone. He's been saying it. Why isn't this a podcast again? Why isn't this a talking thing again? Because that's where he feels more comfortable. That's, like you said, what he's been doing. So that form of control is just controlling the type of show, even if you can't control the showrunners. And I don't know if we'll see an everyday podcast again.
Can you imagine not knowing if tomorrow you have to cover yourself in honey to keep your house?
Well, not to keep my house, but yeah. It's not at the rate. It's not at the rate of.
We're gonna get there.
I still have patches missing here across the chest. It was like, oh, today you're ripping out hair out of the front of you. Enjoy. But yeah, my house doesn't depend on it, so that's fair.
So I had a question from Buffy earlier. I think she was asking me what Matan interview I liked the best, and I tried to figure out like what the guy's name is. I can't remember. It's that dog whisper guy. He does one with there's like this guy who, when I was a kid, he'd get on like all of the TV shows, like
Caesar Milan.
Is that what his name is? I don't know. He's got like white hair. He's really tan. He's shorter.
Yeah, that's Caesar
But
Milan.
he's like the
one that goes
dog
to the dog.
whisperer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like somehow like psychically connected to the animal, or the animal's like, dude, this guy's weird. I don't know which it is. But anyways, he did an interview with Matan, and it was so funny because it was almost like you tried to treat him like the dogs. It was probably one of the best ones. Anyways, sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm
Always
also
with the rabbit hole.
I'm also looking at the weird assorted news that chat is dumping in the side here and trying to sort out what may or may not be true.
Guys, I don't
because
even
there is
know
a
what's
lore
going
dump
on.
going on in here. Oh
Like,
my
we're gonna-
goodness.
This is, and it's entire books.
Yeah, I mean there's mentions of of some people saying that, Desi's family wanted Boogie to what's the guy's name that came up? To School Zone, Yo Mama. There's, I'll say it that way. There's some people talking about using certain TOS words that they were asking for him to do. Very, very strange and disparate things. Now, of course, we didn't catch
Boogie saying he would stomp on Steak's child. That happened? Are you serious?
Boogie.
Oh
my guy.
God. I didn't know Matan interviewed Bonnie Blue. I'm going to have to find that. But back to I can't believe Boogie said that.
Especially after, I knew he had choice words before the baby was born, but kind of like the first time you see
Multiple
your kid.
Times?
Oh my goodness.
What did he say it at? Was it on live? It had to be on live, because sometimes I'll miss a good part of live, because of course that's you get your kids home, and then you feed them a snack, and then you're cooking while they do homework, and then by the middle of live, I'm feeding them again. That is crazy. Why the fuck would you say some threatening ass shit to Steak's not even born and then born baby? Baby. What the hell?
And apparently there was some threats or wants to we'll say love Steak's wife. He's been on that arc with a lot of things, mostly with dudes as a comeback, but
he said it tonight, because there was a point in time where I just couldn't watch it anymore. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I know everybody else is waxing poetic and they're all glazer raisin and none of them can fucking admit it, but I can't stand watching live now. So I watch maybe the first hour and then I give up on it. Okay? I'm sorry. Everybody can have a different taste than me. I'm fine with that. What the fuck ever. It's okay. At least Steak isn't doing that thing where he's stuck in his chair going like this, looking like a toddler. Okay? All right. Now that we've got that out of the way, holy fuck, what has been happening on live? This shit sounds horrible.
He decided to demonstrate with a plushie, I'm being told as well. Man, I don't think anyone expects Boogie to be a decent person. And if you do, I hope you have that view of life for the rest of your life, because nothing is going to convince you into reality, and you are a summer child that shall live eternal in the sunshine. But for the rest of us with brains, fuck Boogie if that's what happened.
I mean, how not bad do you have to be to not talk about stomping on babies? Really? I bet you fucking Wario's out here going, ha ha ha, I wouldn't talk about stepping on babies. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. I'm not down with that shit. Not even a little bit. The cancer arc was okay, he hurt some people that had cancer and whatever else. But that's fucked up. That's not a ha-ha for anyone at this point.
I mean,
there's parents in the LCU. There's people who've had issues with it. You think that's a win? You think he's Keemstar is going to get so mad about you talking about stepping on them that he's going to all of a sudden appear and rehab your image again? Is that what you're going for? You're going for a rehab image again? Do you think Keemstar is going to come in with his big fucking cape and save you again when you're doing that shit? He has a child that got fucked with on the internet. You think he's going to stand up for you on that and rehab you? He's going to make you rehab it yourself. There are plenty of other people in this universe that are well worth his time dedicated to. And Boogie, it's still our house, but he might let you lose it first and have you gone. And then we get the whole house to do what we want with. And you can take Desi with you. I don't wish that for Desi. I hope she smartens up if that's the shit you're going to say. But that ain't a funny. There's other people coming for your spot. And I get that you're mad and you're nervous. But if you don't straighten your shit up just a little bit, you can come down to Cracked, because that might be the only place that'll take you. And we aren't interested in taking you either. But I certainly expect the cat lady would have a fun time. And I'll join in. Hit the goal. Hit the goal.
What goal?
The 500 goal. Hit the 500 member goal.
Oh.
You want to get sent to the bottom?
Is there no other way to be relevant? Like, is the only way to be relevant is to have, like, I mean, just some of the most disgusting inside thoughts outside?
Well, I think he thinks if he can draw the most hatred, I mean, that's what happened, right? He's lived off of hatred, so why not say some of the worst things? But it doesn't work that way anymore. Not always. And we know how he does it. You have liar on your hand and your face. We've got your number on that, Mr. Rogers. It's time to pick a new bit. You were winning.
And there's got to be something very horribly wrong with him right now for him to be so desperate for relevancy that he has to reach back into a bag of like shit that's like in the fucking beginning of when you started learning how to be a people, that you're like, it's like, don't talk about killing babies. Don't, I mean, these are all normal fucking things that people are taught. Just normalcy, but they're all specifically things that he uses to like, to get relevancy built up. And it's working. I mean, you can't tell me that it's not working, because I'm guessing they left with like 2-3K tonight.
I'd imagine. Yeah. But here's the thing too. There was a comment made just recently about like, oh, he would never Minecraft because he's too narcissistic to let it go. So instead, I think he chooses to Minecraft verbally. And so he still gets that hit of having that kind of thing while also being able to still be present for it. Because let's be honest, right? We had a funeral the other day that he didn't get to enjoy.
Using passive suicidal ideation, I mean, that doesn't fix anything.
No.
It doesn't make anything feel better. It doesn't feed a narc's soul either. A narc is fed by the energy they steal from others.
Yeah, I don't think he got out of his funeral what he wanted, because he was pissed having to sit there and just take it for it. So perhaps he was trying to attempt a new funeral today that he could participate in. So it seems like to me.
There wasn't just a funeral yesterday. What else happened?
Well, yet another person decided to torpedo themselves if you're looking to shift over.
Well, I'm just saying that, like, he didn't get all of the attention yesterday. It was split.
Right.
So no, he didn't get the funeral he wanted.
That's right. And so if you yell and scream and say the worst things, he thinks all the cameras are going to swing to him. And I didn't get to see the end, but I suspect that there's going to be some funny clips go up, and there's going to be some mentions about it, and there's going to be outrage about it. But at the end of the day, there's not much of a story to tell. It's going to go, Boogie did the Boogie thing. And I don't know if it's going to draw like it used to.
I know, Rocky. I know a lot of people like you. A lot of y'all think that he's trying to get his severance package. But the thing is what does he do after that? If he gets fired on purpose, he gets his severance package, then what does he do for money? You see what I'm saying? Like, what happens then?
Beg, like always.
I mean, and he's got nowhere else to go beg.
No.
Like, yeah, I mean, his personal channel algorithm is fucked.
Yeah.
It's got like 40 or so K or some shit subscribers or shit like that, but he can't get more than like 100 to 200 people on a damn stream live. And like, I'm not saying anything to shit on him because obviously I'm not even doing a private or like a personal channel for other people to really view. I use mine as like a tool. And so, I mean, but I know that like unused channels or rarely used channels just keep getting lower and lower and lower quality in the algorithm. And I just know that like if he left here, where has he got to go for? I mean, I'm sure this man is used to making at least 10 grand or more, right?
I mean,
Like you don't just step into jobs of 10K or more.
yeah.
Most people don't, at least.
I know some of the numbers on that documentary. You know, there's various allegations of what is and isn't, but like I'm on one of the same meds, the Zepbound, that he is. And I luckily have health insurance. And even then, it's one of the higher copays. But yeah, it's stupid expensive if you got to take it. And if you just drop that, any weight success that he has had starts going right down the toilet. And it's not only he's going to be without his income, his health going to decline at a time that, assuming, you know, everything is as it is, which I can't believe any different at the moment, possibly. That's getting out of here could actually be some form of life and death that's significantly earlier for him. And I don't think he's thinking of those consequences.
DJT9496. That's my thing is like I know a lot of a lot of other people have like a donator or like a group of donators that kind of save their ass. But I mean, how many of them have like 10K a month special donators that save their ass? You know, like that's crazy. Gibson, probably not. I'll probably be consumed by the LCU. I mean, let's be really frank and honest here. I'm just one old broken-bodied lady. we're just lucky that I was able to walk to my chair today.
I know it. I didn't expect you even a little bit when I saw this morning how you're feeling. And so I had planned around it for the 2 p.m. stream. And I was absolutely amazed when you came into court and you're like, hey, I was happy, but at the same time, I'm like, where? I figured you were still down and out.
Yeah. No, it was a little bit before I went on. I started texting you, remember? I could all of a sudden text again and not
your
just
hands.
like random letters. Yeah. It started getting pretty better there. We'll have to figure out what the heck. It wasn't very fun, I'm not gonna lie.
No. And like, we did check in to see if you're okay, but I was like, we're probably not going to get a response. Like it's just more due to like functionally being able to respond, but you definitely did your best. We just want to be sure you were okay and got whatever you needed for today.
It's really not common. It really isn't common to just wake up and all of a sudden you cannot walk and you can't use your hands. I mean, like it's really weird.
And honestly, like if you were going to be on and still having issues, obviously if there's a certain level where it's not acceptable, but like if you were going to be a little bit dopey, I was going to even like do a little bit of a cat lady translation thing to kind of like have you type things to us with the hand issues and between the audience and myself, guests, try to make it a little bit of fun for you if you did feel like coming. But yeah, at the end of the day, I was all for you resting, so I'm happy you came, especially with circumstances as they may be that happen later.
I had a good time, and We'll plan. We need to plan to do an IRL. It's really hard at midnight, so we'll have to do it on a weekend.
Weekend, yeah.
You know, IRL at midnight is kind of like, well, I mean, Buff like to do ghost huntings, but I don't really. I like to go talk to people.
Yeah.
You know,
And I just
and
recently acquired a long cord, so I'm going to try finding a way to fish one out into the garage to be able to do some more like active things as well. So that'll at least be something I can do that's different than just being at the desk as well.
yeah. And I was thinking, about getting like those arm thingies, whatever those are called. Like Albert uses really big ones.
Dumbbells?
Um, whatever those are.
Yeah.
But then like I went and tried them and the 3 was too heavy and the 2, I'm not sure I could do very many reps of it. And then I thought how pathetic it would be if I was doing reps of 1s. Like how lame would that be?
So on nuts, I have ones
I
that
do
go up.
look like I live in a haunted house.
I go up to let me see. They're sitting in front of me because my light's actually clipped to one at the moment. So I had ones that go up to 52 and a half. So I was doing from straight down, boom, boom. And I was pretty confident. I was like, oh, unless a bunch of people donate, like I'll be fine. And I'll tell you what, about halfway, because we were stepping the weight up, I was like, oh no. Because I was stepping the weight up, not coming down. So towards the end, I ended up having the whole 52. And at first they're like, oh, he looks like he's just having fun, this and that. And then towards the end, they're like, he's been lifting that a lot. And they're kind of, you're basically just 100 over your head, which isn't a big deal at first for someone bigger. But if you're doing that throughout the stream, boom, 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 it got to the point that a few of my lifted, I went, ugh. And that's when it kind of got fun for chat to mess with me. But yeah, it's certainly challenging over the time if you do it.
Yeah, I mean,
It is a
I wanted
challenge.
to do it just like I want to do jumping jacks. Look, I got it right. It's jumping jacks.
Yes, jumping
My
jacks.
flip-flops. Um, and stuff like that. I like to be physical and do dancing and move and get out of my chair. And then like I wanted to do that. I was inspired by watching Nuts, honestly, by watching Steak work with Albert. But it felt like it would be so pathetic to be the 1 pound barbell lady.
And I mean, I even see some things about like
Flappy Bird.
grabbing household items and creating something out of it or something like that. Now that I have a second face cam, I actually was trying to think of ideas to do with like a foldable table that I could have the down pointing camera on for doing games or projects and things too that we can play with. And that's certainly open. That's easy. I can do, off to the side with a downward facing camera.
Downward facing camera. That makes me think of yoga.
Or tech.
It's funny. There was one time, I think it was on Rebel. I ended up doing yoga poses or something somehow.
Oh.
I don't know
Okay.
how we got there. There's no telling. I mean, no offense. I'm obviously the kind of person who randomly loses the use of their legs. I'm probably not the yoga lady. Um, but like for some reason I had like an internet issue. I still sometimes have an internet issue, and like somebody kept telling me to do the two finger pose, and I looked it up online. I'm looking up on my phone, which I know is also online. It's just a different online, right?
Yeah.
Like,
It's using your cell.
and I couldn't find it. And finally they told me that that's all it is. It's this right here. It was such a fucking Scooby-Doo mystery, like almost the entire episode, for me to learn what the 2-finger yoga position was. But now we all know.
I was thinking it was going to be the one. There's like you see like in the kung fu movies where they end up I can't remember if it's on their thumbs or whatever, where they're like doing a handstand on it. I was like, I would be impressed to see
No.
anyone doing that, let alone you just busting out some crazy cat lady yoga.
I'm the last one you're gonna see doing a handstand here.
Yeah. I attempted one back in one of our early streams, actually, right after I massacred the wall behind me a little bit. So I attempted it with feet on the wall and doing the handstand. And you kind of forget when you're doing one just randomly in the moment. It's not like I am, as a larger individual, just regularly. I'm goofier than most, so I'll like mess around, with when we have parties and things. Now that my friends are having kids that are getting older, so I do somersaults in the yard with them. I don't care. You're out there having fun, but
How much space is there? How much space have you got?
where it's slid right now, I have the green screen, but at
It's
that
like
point,
right behind you.
yeah, because the broken wall is behind the green screen. And I do want to do some kind of fixing for it because I'm also going to be adding some wiring and stuff into it at the same time. But I'll do an actual fix for it, which will be fun.
You're not going to take a whole bunch of things people send you in the mail and try to shove them together into a wall?
Well, that being said, I'm not going to do something that attracts mice because I'm not that stupid. But I will most definitely do things like I will try to get a collection of things that we can do to make it fun for them to put in the wall as we go up to. So that gets to be whoever ends up with the house after me ends up with mystery Lolcow
What,
live things.
Is your house
The
a
Lolcow cracked.
rental?
No, I own my house.
Oh, he
And-
owns his house.
And sneak preview, because the entire other side of the house I'm going to be redoing, I am more than available to do some Rage Room stuff for the demo, which will be fun. And then,
Yeah.
If there's cool rebuilding things that isn't just, Tim the Toolman level stuff, then we can possibly cover that. But, like right now, I have a whole second bathroom that I can throw hammers through a lot of things. We can break things, have a little
Okay.
bit of powwow for fun.
Can I get ones in the chat if they'd like to have a bathroom tear-up-a-thon?
Yeah.
Is that what you would call it?
Yeah, bathroom.
A bathroom breakdown.
A bathroom rage
It's
room
about
sounds
to
a
be
little
a bathroom
concerning.
breakdown.
The only time you have bathroom rage room is after a Lolcow Nuts episode when you drink the hot sauce. Some of those were rough afterward. Poor Steak with his milk, and myself with the hot sprinkles. We're starting to get some ones rolling in,
Well, here we go.
and some twos. I'm going to take twos as 2 1s. Yeah, there's a lot of mentions still of him of Boogie being manic though throughout all of this, so it's hard to tell these days. I don't.
You know what, with Boogie, to be honest, I can't tell the truth of like reality and non-reality. I had I was really kind of frustrated about the whole thing when he was suicide baiting and everything over the dog might be dying soon.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remembered that. And his thing to me was, I'm an entertainer and this is entertainment and I'm a Lolcow. And it just kind of came off as I put on my Lolcow uniform, I clock in, I do my Lolcow dance, and then I clock out and take off my Lolcow uniform. So, I just come to a point where, it doesn't really matter. I'm not on a show with them. It doesn't really affect me. I don't have like a relationship with him because he's a stranger to me. I just know that he's going to mostly have shit takes and just accept that he's someone with shit takes and shit behavior. I mean, I'm still completely like unbelievable about that whole telling Steak that he would squish his baby and stuff. But I mean, thank you, Andrea. I think part of that might just
thank you,
be because
Andrea.
I'm a mom. Like I'm a 4-time mom. I can't hear somebody talking about I would squish your child and not be like, bring all the mothers, get all the spaghetti, throw it at this man. Like I just.
I'm being told there's a voice note
Uh-oh.
to play. I'm not
A voice
sure.
note
The only thing I
from
see
like where?
I didn't know if it was in the I'm assuming it was in the Discord, but the last thing I see is from 121. So I don't think. Oh. Here, if you want to talk for a minute, I'm going to listen to it first just in
Oh.
case.
Oh, he's gonna listen to it. I agree. I think it's about humanity, but I also
Okay,
know
look,
that
I
sometimes
am not quitting,
like us
and I'm not going to
moms,
quit.
anything that
They
like is
will have to
connected
fire
to
me.
being a mother and motherhood,
But
it's easy for us to be like
I don't know how
very
many more nights
sensitive
like tonight
about
I have
it.
in me.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know how many more times I could do
I'm,
nuts
and I could
2.0.
be wrong. I mean, I think everybody should be pretty upset by it, and I just think, in particular, like
They'll
that's
have
why
to
it
fire me.
touches me and makes me feel so like I can't believe that fucking happened. But I mean, maybe I'm just out here searching for ways to make it okay for myself because I'm gonna work on a platform with them anyways. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right. Yeah,
Like
there's some amount
I
of association even if you choose not to associate.
right.
Yeah, so it seems like a nothing burger. He's just a little bit exasperated about it.
Oh,
I mean,
is
I
it
can play
Boogie?
it, but it's kind of a nothing burger. But
Okay,
Oh,
look,
is
I
it?
am not quitting, and I'm not going to quit. They will have to fire me. But I don't know how many more nights like tonight I have in me. I don't know how many more times I could do nuts 2.0.
that's it. But I mean, his voice is very raspy. I'm assuming he was yelling uncontrollably as part of it. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think he enjoys the format, but when there was chances for him to turn it the other day when Steak was gone, a lot of people tried getting him to do that, and I don't know how well that went over. When I'd watched it, Phantom and a bunch of other people hopped up and like they had a good conversation, but that was one of his chances to show that it's worth switching back. And it was an okay show. I'm not saying it was a bad show at all, but like I think he's putting that time in the past on the pedestal, and I think we all put past things we've done on a pedestal, and that's just not what it is anymore. It's moved on, and I don't know if he thinks it's moving on without him or not.
I It's really sad that this whole thing, all of it, all of it, all of it was started by Keemstar in an attempt to help some men, including Boogie, so that they could start making money again and being able to live life again.
Yeah.
And now Boogie is at a point where he has to live life being the most on edge lord that's ever tried to surf relevancy on the face of the planet so that he can get people to donate to save his house. I mean, it just
Yeah.
I mean,
Not too
it
long ago, he was wearing the shiny hat and being like, I'm all good. I'm doing fine. And not realizing that the minute you stop pushing is the minute that it can all go south. It's here today, gone tomorrow if you don't keep pushing on things.
it's just really sad. I mean, do you think back on that day when he was talking to Keemstar and he finally said, like, you know what, you're right, dude. I'm sold. I'm sold for this. Let's do this. Do you think he was like, I'm gonna start talking about squishing babies in 2 years? I'm gonna, you know, tell somebody's son to get in an ice bath, marinate.
I mean, I don't do those types of things, but I'll say this. I know that the moment I tend to start feeling like I'm getting things together, I will find something that becomes
Talk it
hard.
out.
Hi, everyone. I'm on Lolcow Cracked right now. All of large portion of 2025 was a bit rough for various things. Nothing crazy, but you know, it was a bit of a slog of a year. And then I just started getting to a happy spot, and the opportunity came along, and I said yes. And I knew it was going to be crazy. Like nobody is normal here. We were talking about this right before the show. You know, we can go through the list and who would you call the most normal? The one that appears the most normal? The one that seems like they're the most physically fit? The one that seems like they're the most mentally fit? I mean, there's very slim pickings for someone that's normal that's joining this universe. And there's even more slim pickings for ones that you would pull that already exist, because anyone we would pull, you know, you don't have to be a Lolcow, but if you're on the internet for an extended period of time, I think it changes who you are. Because I know you guys are watching this as a show, so we're kind of talking to an audience, but what we're really doing is staring at a camera and a screen and big bright lights, which is why I'm squinty half the time and they're wondering if I have eyes. You're kind of talking to yourself and another person on a screen at the end of the day. Like, that's not normal.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's true. It's a very different experience from being in the audience and a viewer than it is to be on screen talking
Yeah.
to some person, some random stranger
And
that you've gotten connected with.
and it's discussing people that like you haven't even shared a stage with in some cases too, but you have some connection to, either via the universe or maybe via something happening that day. I mean, this is a lifetime every 2 hours, you know, a chunk of a lifetime every 2 hours that happens. And whether you watch it or not, it's happening. It might be connected to you. So things change on a dime, and that's not including all the real life things you have going on.
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, that's too much reality for me. Thank you.
Rocky BB says sour. Some of us end up playing on hard mode for a variety of reasons. That's me. I lean into hard mode every time. I'm the guy at work that if ever there's a new training, I'm raising my hand, and then you go, oh no, I'm now the guy that knows that thing. Everyone relies on me. Like, sometimes you do it for the love of the game. Sometimes, you know, things come up on hard mode too, but you just keep on keeping on.
How old are you?
I am 36, but
36.
I have
Okay.
maintained the childlike wonder of causing chaos and having fun.
Okay. And I mean, I know you work in tech with HVAC. I already know that.
Yeah. So
Do you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend?
none of the above. I am well aware that I am a lot to deal with. So, you know, across the time I've had people that I've, you know, will go out, do weekend things. I don't know if I'd call it a friends with benefits, but that would be the closest approximation of it. I get along much better with friendships than full time. Like I said, not all of us are normal, and I'm well enough to realize that. Like, I grew up with a very hard household from my father. Grew up having to do all the farm work, do all the things. So I quickly realized that when you get the chance to say yes to having some fun, I'm doing that now in the adulthood. And as much as I love all the, you know, all the joys of parenthood stuff, I get to experience that through friends and get to be the cool uncle with the disposable income that can have fun, you know, buying them things and dirt bikes and all these things now. But having one full,
you buy people's kids dirt bikes?
yeah, like the little, you know, they're still younger.
Have I introduced you? I got like 4 kids. They like dirt bikes.
Well,
I'm just joking.
We'll send one right over to you. I hold no liability for what they decide to do when they run you in the ankle and take you out, though.
The children of the corn don't need any dirt bikes.
Oh, I hear
Who
them.
knows what
They be riding it
devious
right
thing.
through your house. I've heard them.
You don't lie. They'd be going in circles in the living room.
Yep.
Like going to one of those like traveling circuses with the big ball inside. But it's just my living room and my couch.
I mean, just to point to, kind of the silliness, like I have roughly 3 acres, and a lot of it's lawn. Now, could I just be mowing lawn and making nice green flat? Sure. But I can also maybe build a dirt track in part of that lawn. 1, for me, and 2, because as these bikes get bigger, as the kids get older, no normal person's going to have a dirt track in their backyard, right? Like, it's a little crazy. I can do that. So those are the kind of things that, like, it's not conducive to having a wife or live-in girlfriend when you have those kind of things. Like, there, not a whole lot of ladies are like, sweet, I have a dirt track in the back of my yard. There's some of them out there, but they're rare and far and few between.
Okay, well, let me tell you, there is someone in our chat who has extreme high doubt of your age.
Well,
Extreme.
and like I said, for one, chat, the fat does a lot of wonders. It's pretty hard to get the cracks in the face and some of the droop lines, because I was just telling Cat Lady before the stream, I had gotten up to 355 pounds, so I filled up, and now that I've started losing, I'm down just below 300. If I continue losing, I'm sure I'm going to get, right now it's filled out, but I'm sure I'm going to get a little bit of that, some under the arms, but like right now the fat's keeping me young and pretty.
Okay, I've got some more questions. Now, I used to have a RC track out in the yard, but I see Billy in the fridge saying his lady is a dirt track.
Billy's taking
I
the
don't even
road
know what
less
that
traveled.
means.
Is that what we're implying here?
No, he's 36. Billy the fridge says you're 50? Question mark.
I wish.
There's
Closer
so
to
many
retirement.
wishes.
Hell yeah, closer to retirement. I'm done working already. I'm so overworking. I started way too young.
Hi, Kevin. It's good
Hello.
to see you. Twiggy said that I'm assuming it's the dirt track in the backyard. It's a weird flex. But again, I repeat, I had an RC track.
That one's pretty cool, actually.
Well, they have more than one size of RC cars. Did you know that?
I do.
We
One of
had
my
to make
buddies just got
2
the tiny
tracks.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah. That was
No,
pretty surprising.
nothing
Billy
I do
does
is to
look 25.
flex. I am the complete opposite of flex. I do things of, ooh, it's shiny and cool. I like it. And it's always weird hobbies and things. The big one's motorcycles, but Legos, weird put together kits. Some of the streaming stuff I got into, like just weird stuff. I get a hyperfixation and run with it.
Man, Billy the fridge, I don't know who you married, but I had to give all of my RC tracks up when I got divorced. It was terrible. Ugh. It was like one of the good things gone.
And that's part of it too. I know I'll
Yeah,
end
you
up
don't have
pissing.
to give up any of your stuff.
I know I'll end up pissing someone off, and they're going to try taking half. And yeah, I'm not about that. No.
I honestly took almost nothing with me. I literally took as little as possible with me. Like I took clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like the only lady in the world who's like, I'm gonna get a divorce and I don't want any of your money. I don't want any of your stuff. I don't want any of your stank.
Right. I'm
Nah.
always been amicable with any of those kind of situations, whether even if it's work. I've had some where contracts ran up or whatever, or there was some that, just didn't end on great terms, but I'm not gonna just, in the IT side, like set data on fire or change passwords. It's like, we're done with each other. And that's kind of how it worked with Dee Dee today. Yes, it had come from Keemstar, but I did call quickly and just make sure she was okay. Like as much as I pushed her whatever today, I did want to make sure she was okay, because if the personal is blending, whether it's something she thinks, didn't like, and I offered, I said, you don't have to talk to me, but if you'd like to, I'm down for it. And I did want to make sure she's okay. So I did give her a quick call for it. But yeah, I always want these things to be amicable, because unless someone's done something truly vile against you, like threatening to step on one of your children, yeah, I think most of the time it's better to walk away amicably, or at least with the understanding, like, I don't fuck with you, and that's it. There's no more, 2 months later and all. I don't do that shit. I have enough people that wish trouble against me. I don't need to add to it.
So you have made it clear that you're a single man.
Yep.
But you're not clear on whether you are straight or otherwise.
I mean,
do you need to go on Cash to find that out?
I would say that I don't think I could qualify myself as 100% straight, because I had to pick out of those lists the other day. And unfortunately, I was given the options of dudes. So I would say maybe 2.5% is probably goes the other way. Just a little twinge.
Well, I'm just asking because
I can admit when a man is pretty.
Look, Keem's favorite thing to do is to hop into people's streams and then start some Rizomania. And this way he knows what flavor of Rizomania to do for you if I don't do it first. See how that works?
He's looking I don't know if I pull off mermaid
I'm
very well.
married.
I don't swim I never learned how to swim extremely well, so I don't know if I could pull off a mermaid. I am pudgy, so maybe I could be a donut, but I don't know if I'm down for that either. That's why it's only like 2%. I can't. I don't know if I want Keem rizzing me up.
Well, no. He won't rizz you up. He'll have other people rizzing you up, and you will have to rizz up other people. And E-dates too. Those happen as well. See, I'm exempt. I'm married. I'm married for 10 years. That's one of the beautiful benefits. I didn't know that it was one of the beautiful benefits. I'm just saying, like, boom, I got something, right? I got something.
Rocky's saying I could be a cute merman. I'd have to get the big scaly onesie suit.
We really could. We only have, what time is it?
It is 1:46.
We only have 14 minutes. There's no way we can meet a goal in 14 minutes on the channel Cracked. But you know
forget
what?
where we were.
Shut up.
I saw that. I caught you.
Oh, somebody already says they got 5 on it. I'm probably going to have to start pimping him out. What are you talking about? I'm not joking. We're going to get you mermaided up and pimped out.
Cat lady's got to have her fun.
Money, bye. I just got to find your corner. If I have to go fight hussies so we can get your corner, well, I will fight all the hussies. Just call me your pimpin' gal.
I mean, I think Lisi pretty soon is going to want to murder me based on every time I've gone on a show with her, something's exploded drastically in her life.
Put it back, bro. She refuses to apologize and admit that she's wrong.
I know.
All these damn shows she had, all of this shit, she'd probably be on fucking Queens. On Queens,
There's something.
I bet you she would be on Queens with their 2 other shows and everything else. But here she is, not doing it because she wants an apology and she doesn't want to say she was wrong.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. I'm just saying. Now you have to go sit on the street corner.
Ouch. True,
It's
but
tough.
ouch.
It's tough. It's tough, man. It is hard out here in these LCU streets. It's hard on a pimp, too. It's hard for me.
That's right.
Yeah,
I feel bad for you. You came
Hard
back.
out.
You came back to
Hard
this
out here for a
today.
pimp. Hard out here for a pimp. Keeping all these LCU one person's on the rent.
That's right.
No.
And
Yeah.
and this week, I think that's might be what we're gonna start doing is coming up with something that we can get moving, because we've had a couple chat ones here, and it's time to get moving.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. Go
ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, on God, go ahead.
No, I talk over too many people. I don't want to make you cry at the end of the night.
No, I got you stuck on shit with me. You like coming here and taking me house road, kicking me off a crack.
2 in one day. Go for a twofer. No, yeah, I think there's new opportunity to do it. I'm more than willing, to go have fun and do what I can for these things. I'm down for the cause, and I'm here for trying whatever.
Hey, I will dress up as a mermaid with you. I will be your moral support. I would never make
you'll
you
be my
dress up
support
as
mermaid?
a mermaid by yourself. Yeah, absolutely. And I have my little tail. When I wear it, I flip my little tail. I do.
Watch out. The kids will step on and take you out on your way in.
Boy, I'm lucky every single day these children of the corn allow me to breathe. Every moment. Oh, shoot, Kevin. 1 second. I had her.
Oh, yes. You're
Daily dose of
extremely-
Charlotte, huh? You got to have that daily dose of Charlotte. I probably need to change her clothes. She deserves a pretty dress. I'll change it.
What is it? Where did you acquire Charlotte? I'm so curious.
She came in. All taleswomen wear a butt. No, sir. So I guess her story was on Rebel. My mother-in-law got this doll for one of my daughters. It's a beautiful elf. It was drawn on by my daughter. That's her beautiful makeup. Okay. This is a little outfit for my daughter when she was a baby. I have some of that in their play clothes. Charlotte is an elf, and my daughter believes that she is real.
I'm starting to as well.
I had gone. I used to take her because she has her own medical complexities. It's just so fun. We couldn't stop, having more medically complex people here.
Yeah.
So we took her to her gastroenteritis, I guess, and it wasn't long after she got her. So then she started taking her to every place that we went. And of course, like every place is like, whoa. And you're like, yes, it's beautiful. This is Charlotte. She's a beautiful fairy. And one day she will be real. She's just like in chrysalis or whatever.
And it's giving the kiddos power because they have this instant shield of, oh no, that's creeping me out. So if the kiddo feels scared, they're making a false barrier of power.
You'll leave Charlotte one place and you'll find Charlotte another place.
Oh, that's not terrifying.
Oh, it is. It is. So you treat Charlotte really well.
Yeah.
During Christmas, all of our what are those houses that you make? The gingerbread
houses. Yes.
Okay, so we all made gingerbread houses, and I got for the kids the ones that are like the 2-pack, so it would be little, and got them extra candy, so it'd be easier to put together, right?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, of course it wasn't. The only one that made it through and kept solid was the 6-year-olds. Okay, so then we've got this little bitty gingerbread house and our little junk on it, and it's okay. We all ate the rest of the other ones. And then that one was supposed to be there because the elves eat that Christmas night. You always have to have one there.
You don't want starving elves thinking of
No.
things.
Except, you know what happened? I came back to it and there's a whole damn bite taken out of it. Like a whole grown person taking bite out of it.
Nope.
The
Burn the
only
house
person
down.
with gingerbread, the only person with gingerbread on them is this doll in a different freaking place. I'm telling you. And you haven't seen all the haunted crap that happens in my house. I don't even talk about it anymore because I think me talking about it makes it worse.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of want you to talk about it.
I've had a computer that was taken apart. There was no power supply in it. Start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, I mean, literally all that was in it was like a graphics card and a DVD drive, and there was nothing else in there.
Impressive. Sorry, I'm searching for the redirect right now. I don't see one for nerds coming up.
I don't think Nerds is going, bro.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I do see some ones for Chubby farther on. What is Lolcow? All right, am I dumb? What is Lolcow Thunder? Is that a new one, or am I very dumb?
No, Lolcow Thunder. No. How do you not know what Lolcow Thunder is? Dang it.
Am I missing something?
Yes. Have you ever heard of Thick Gemini?
Oh, okay. No, sorry. I forget that other people steal the name.
It's ridiculous. He also
So-
like copied Lolcow Test.
So,
Well, it was still a show.
who am I going to redirect to then?
I don't think that you're going to anybody. I think tonight, this is where the redirect dies.
This is where the redirect dies. This is the second death. The second death of the night when it comes to the LCU. Now,
Yeah, just slinging sugar. You think that would work, but I promise you, you would put her in a box, put her in the trash can on trash day, and you would take back your empty trash bag, whatever that's called, and go put it over there with the other trash things where it goes for another week. But I promise you, you would walk into your house and you would find this damn thing somewhere in your house. I swear to God.
yeah.
You just make it comfortable. Oh, poor Charlotte. It's okay, girl. It's all right.
Yeah, we're not talking
do.
any smack against Charlotte. We don't want her popping into our house unexpectedly.
No, her special.
Yeah, we got to keep the face and makeup pretty. We don't want any wrinkle lines from the anger.
I need to get her. I need to get one of her nice outfits out. It's about time she gets changed. We have. Oh, there was one day we were doing. I think it was Rebels. And all of a sudden I heard a noise. And you know, if I heard it, it was a loud noise, right? Because I'm the hard of hearing person. I got my headphones on and all that.
Yeah.
So we had been locking and closing all the doors, seeing if it would help with our heating, like, you know, make our heating costs lower. So I know all the doors were locked and shut. So I heard a noise. Well, I got up. I opened and unlocked this door to this room.
Okay.
I went out, and every other door in my house was unlocked and opened. There was nobody there.
Now I've got to ask, as a share of at least part of some of the things with like the narcolepsy, where the brain starts checking out and the body sometimes either continues on or vice versa. The body starts checking out and the brain doesn't. Do you think Charlotte might be weaponizing that against you and making you the transporter of Charlotte when you're, riding that fine line of consciousness? Have you
I'm willing
considered?
to say there's a small chance, but I mean, I was on air.
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean, it was
there's-
during an episode. Like, I mean, I literally was on air, heard a noise, got up, and looked, and all of them damn doors and everything were open.
There's no explanation for that one. That's fair. Okay. Because I've definitely like been in that starting to pass out state and I put a whole turkey in the oven before going, I'll totally wake
my
up for this.
God.
And 8 hours later with the smoke halfway across the room and the turkey turned to charcoal. The answer is no, you won't wake up for it once you go to sleep.
Yeah, right. Once you start feeling that loopy, my eyes keep falling.
Yep. The
You know,
micro
that-
sleeps.
It's like, it's out, bro. I'm going to sleep whether you like it or not. I hope the place I'm at is comfortable.
Yep. And even if it's
I can't
not.
tell you how much sleeps I've gotten on my keyboard.
Mine is the dog bed. So sometimes I'll
Oh,
go over to
really?
see the dog. Like if I'm just feeling a little sleepy, I'm like, oh, hey, buddy. And I'll fall asleep. And then the dog will eventually get up because there's not enough room and go onto my bed. So I'll wake up in the morning on his bed and the dog will wake up nice and comfortable on my bed. And that's how we begin the morning sometimes. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like it's funny sometimes, but there's some mornings you go to get up and you're like, ow. Because you know, it's like a 4 foot by 2.5 foot dog bed, and I am significantly bigger dimensions than that.
Yeah. That's so funny. At least it's not like some weird texture.
Yeah,
Like
no.
I have I don't know if you have a specific pillow. I have a very specific pillow. I only use it. It's full of my spit. I only want it. You know what I mean? It's my pillow.
It's well bedded in.
Yeah. Well, it's corduroy. So if you lay on it the wrong way, then it just makes your face lines.
You're just gonna put wood grain on the side of your face.
Yeah, don't worry about this little action here.
Okay, so
Excuse me.
according to Steak, this is where the LCU goes to die.
Oh.
Boogie, just know that if you choose to career Minecraft hard enough, you too can be at the end of the redirect. The far lands are attainable, Boogie, and you are looking at them. But just because we're the worst ones in the LCU, keep an eye on us. Because I think we're going to have some things. We might save your house, Boogie. Cat Lady, are you willing to save a baby stepper's house?
I guess so. I mean, I accidentally put my camel toe on, somebody's streams, so there's no telling what I would do.
So we're racing to TOS Gold. Do you own... I'm not going to say that. I like you too much to say that. I was going to say, do you
Go
own a
ahead.
treadmill? If you want to get the
don't.
stream taken down real quick.
I don't. I'd love to own a treadmill.
To do a workout stream.
I'd walk for Boogie.
That's what we
I
can do. We
offered
can
to
do a
run for Albert.
we can do a boogie walkathon. We'll walk for those that are needy in need of more.
Well, we could do it like, those schools who do like the K-12 or whatever, like by the mile, like
Yes.
walkathon. You know what I'm talking about?
I do, but in the context of Boogie stepping on children, I'm a little concerned where you're going with this.
Oh, minus the children. I was just thinking of fundraising to keep his house. No, I think maybe we should do that without the children. I think that'd probably be best.
Oh, I thought we were going to start like grade 12 and see where Boogie starts actually.
Squishing them? No,
No. Okay.
no.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, no. I was just trying to save his house. I'm just an innocent cat lady over here.
We just want to
Fuck.
save his house. Hole in the wall.
Just
and
a
all.
woman who owns 2 cats and who tries to behave like a lady.
Well, at least you've
just
got
wanna
one thing
save
down.
his
You've got the cats.
Dude, you know what? When I was on here trying to become the intern, there was a guy who was also trying to get to be an intern, and I wonder what the fuck happened to him. That motherfucker had 16 cats. Do you think those cats killed him and ate him?
Either that or they've got their mind virus in them. Whatever it's called, the trichinosis or whatever it's called.
Toxoplasmosis.
Yeah, toxoplasmosis. The cats are running him. There's like a bunch of them just stacked up in his clothes, pretty much just motoring him around every day. There is a limit where you can't be in the LCU, the level of crazy you can get to.
Did you come here, Tech Protect, just to tell me about how bad I am at this? Gosh darn it. I have so much fun.
I think he's given us a boop of love.
No, he's not.
I believe he loves
toot.
us.
He's always a toot, aren't you, Tech? He's a toot on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Trying to start 45-second streams on us. Guys, I appreciate it.
I made everybody look at my... What is that called again? I already forgot about it. Damn it. What's that word? Not moose knuckle. It wasn't a moose knuckle. It's the other one. The camel toe. The toe of the camel. Yeah, I mean, I can't really say anything about anybody in
toot and beep
outlines. Huh?
We're getting a toot toot and a beep beep in the chats. There's a
Get
slow
that
like
toot,
there's
beep beep.
It's slowly devolving on us.
I'm trying to think. What's the there's that one, and there's the song where it's hate having a dumb brain.
We're starting to hit your bedtime for real now.
I know you can see it, can't you?
By the way, Cat Lady saved this stream from actually happening because she went, "Oh yeah, we still have one at midnight, don't we?" And I think both of us were probably getting ready to pack it up and then realized just because you do that 2 p.m. doesn't mean you aren't going to that 2 a.m.
That's what it is, Kevin. It's Bad Girls, where they go, not the other one, where they go, bad girls talking about them sad girls. And then they do that. Toot, toot. Hey, beep, beep. Toot, toot. Hey, beep, beep. Hey, mister. Have you got the time? Sorry. I had to get the song right.
No, let your songbird sing.
Oh.
Well,
I know, because I had those flesh-colored shorts on, and then I had drawn the fishnets with marker on my legs. It was like I never even meant to have a whole faux pas so that I could get people to talk about our show starting. But boy, did I accidentally do it right.
Yeah, there is such thing as enough notice.
Even that guy that what's the guy with the little thing on his face, the detractor, the Bronskiers or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
He was like, and then this lady showed her vagina, and we can't watch that. And I was like,
Yeah.
I feel so bad that you think that's what a vagina looks like.
The one that ended the Yo Mama stream early enough to actually still hold the record before us. We're trying.
Such a good stream.
I know. I want to see. I get why he's not, but I would love to see more of that because he's either going to get dunked on hard, which is very possible, or he's going to dunk and piss someone else off. And either way is fun to watch, in my opinion.
Oh man, I wish that I could do a detractor episode all about him.
So we gotta get you a
know.
ski mask and a hoodie and start practicing your foreign accent.
Do I have to speak foreignly?
Foreignly? No, just have a random accent. You'll find something that fits you.
Can I just say a lot of different accents, like every accent? Just like sometimes be British, sometimes be Jamaican, sometimes be Italian.
Get yourself
Just
a roulette wheel.
My whole foreign language is on.
Yeah, we'll get a roulette wheel set up. We can get the chat to change our languages at any point they want.
I'm gonna be the most detractor of the detractors that ever detractored on my tractor.
You have
Actually, I don't
you have a
any
lot of
tractors
material to
anymore.
farm. Could
I
we
lost
become
all
the
the
farmers?
tractors in the divorce. Is that what's happening to us? Because
Could-
I've already been a farmer, and that's a lot of work for very little money.
yeah. I could have
Shout
worked at
out to our
McDonald's.
farmers, homies. I love eating. Thank you for doing all the work you do because I swear to you, I really truly have done farm work and it is a lot of work and I never want to work that hard again.
Nope. I worked hard
Ever.
enough that I could have worked at McDonald's and made twice the money that I did every time we did anything. I literally could have made twice as much money at McDonald's for the same work.
They do mostly cotton around me. And
Ah,
I'm telling you, those guys,
we did garlic.
gals, some of them are gals too. I shouldn't be sexist, but it just comes natural. Um, I mean, like when it comes to time to harvest cotton, they'll miss all of their Thanksgiving. They'll miss all of their holiday. They don't care. They have to get it in a certain amount of time. They got to get it moving. They got to get it good. And you know what? I admire that. I think that kind of perseverance is something admirable.
Yeah. And if you fail to do so, it's not like the LCU where someone's going to swoop in and save you. That's your money for the year. And Truth Bombs put in the chat, please hit the like up. Guys, if you've been watching us and like it, we definitely will take the likes for the stream. We want to at least know how you're feeling about it. Get us at least some numbers in that for today. We appreciate you guys sticking with us. But yeah. There is no swooping in for farming. You either get it done or it's dead in the ground. There is no in between.
Now, there are some farmers who are kind of buttholes. They're like cheating the system and they do like this whole thing where they grow to a certain amount and then they like just let it grow wild and don't tend to it so they can just do insurance on the acreage. But, you know, you can't blame them either because he was going to freaking like tune into this and be like, what the fuck are they talking about? Damn farmers. What the hell is wrong with this cracked? I'm just going to blame it on your theme. I'm cracked. So I'm talking about them damn farmers. But keys.
Maybe if
But
we
seriously.
did this for ourselves every once in a while. I worked hard on those keys, damn it. I'm going to use them from time to time.
Oh, they're super duper cute. Don't let anybody tell you that those keys aren't super duper cute.
And they
I'm more
should be
likely
moving,
to-
but they're not currently moving. But they move, they twist, they shake. And they have smile
that's what
faces. You
she
just can't
said.
see it. I'm sorry. I had to go off about the keys. I didn't get to properly explain the keys before they became a big problem today. So I had to reiterate the keys.
Well, I mean, you can have the keys and the water. Honestly, Rin gave you the blessings for the water too. So now
Oh.
you can have the keys and the water.
We're doing a different type of water now.
Are you just doing semen? You can't
Perhaps.
just do semen. You can't just do semen. We can't just have semen.
I live by myself. I
There-
can do what I want.
Well, no, I mean you can have all. Just wait. Okay, you can have all the semen at your home. Did you just drink that after calling it the semen? And
Poured one out for the
You can-
homies.
I know, but that's different. Pouring it out for the homies, and you just took your semen water.
Oops. Is that the worst part that's happened in the LCU today? Is the semen water getting drank?
I don't know. You're getting me very confused.
Then my job
We can't.
has been complete.
I have a feeling that it has. Like, what? I was trying to tell you could use the water bottle squirter emoji and little bit as well as the keys.
So you want to spray one out for the homies?
No. We still pour one out for the homies in the beginning to like give homage to like our respectful beginnings but you can't do the bottles, the spray bottle with semen water. Like you just can't.
No.
You'd be spraying me with semen.
Yeah, no, I'm set on that. I'm good. There is a
Be sprayed
question.
with semen.
There is a question about Twiggy possibly being put on cracked. I believe that's when he does maintenance on his wife's legs, from what he was saying, and she was saying he wasn't allowed to come over here. And Twiggy is a good boy. Not in the same way that Billy's a good boy, but Twiggy's a good boy and listens to family first. So I don't know if that's going to happen. But it was mentioned earlier in the chat today. Yeah.
Like in the comments?
Yeah, in the Discord today, there was people asking about trying to send Twiggy back, and I think
He's a babe now.
I think yeah,
The babe
he's
with
been
the
a babe.
power.
Yeah, he's shining with the babes.
I mean, how do you take the babe with the power, and
Can't
turn
take-
him back into semen? I mean, it's just the opposite of how the timeline goes.
Can't take the babe out of the twig.
Wow. Man, grass fed, I don't have any Benadryl. Did you want to send me some?
That's how you get your sleep in at the LCU. You just knock yourself out with the Benadryl at the end. It's no biggie.
You know, given my special ability to nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't believe there's going to be.
The babe with the power. Man, what's the next line in that gosh darn movie? The babe with the power. Oh, man. I'm really, really mad.
I think you gave me sleepy brain.
My
I can't think
memory
of what it
problems.
is.
What do you mean? From the
The babe
movie
with the
Labyrinth?
power. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I failed you today, Andrea. I failed you. I don't remember the rest of that.
The sour power.
What did I just do? Did you just...
Hmm?
There we go. I fixed it. The power of voodoo. Hoodoo. You do.
We do.
Man.
Charlotte do.
Have you ever watched that
Voodoo.
movie?
Labyrinth?
The Labyrinth?
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's why you don't know what we're talking about.
That
How
makes
did you never watch that movie, but you saw the never-ending story?
Look, man, I had a really weird ass childhood. I got random VHS garage sale tapes. So whatever was in the garage sale tape piles, that's where we went. Maybe Labyrinth was loved enough to be kept in the never-ending story with their creepy fuzzy dragon people got rid of because it creeped them out.
Wasn't yes, with David Bowie.
Oh, that was the weird, awkward one. Is that the one he was
awkward
in the
one.
tights?
Yes. Are you trying to tell me that you have some kind of tight phobia?
No, I remember seeing it mentioned on like one of those weird social media posts where it's like most shocking costume design choices, blah, blah, blah. And the first choice was the David Bowie tights and the creepiness of that.
Oh, I've got mermaid dressing up. I've got tights to dress you in.
Good luck finding them in that size. I might need to stitch a couple pairs together.
You know what? I got to tell you something that apparently other men don't know is that there are a lot of people who are male sized but might not claim to be male because they are something else. Whatever they claim. But the thing is that doesn't change their size.
I
So,
mean,
like,
I do have the undersuit for the motorcycle racing suits
we
that
do need to watch that in VC.
are kind of like tights to some extent.
Would you get them in a section of a store labeled tights?
They it's almost like an Under Armour shirt, but it's like a whole suit top to bottom. So
Like it's a whole bodysuit?
kind of, yeah. Because if you go to put on the outer, like, like the racing suits you see in MotoGP, if you go to put them on with your skin, since it's leather on your skin, you can't take it back off because it's so rough. And the reason I found this out is because when I first got it, I didn't have the undersuit, and I was like, it'll be fine. I'll just try it out. And I got in it, and I almost had to call the ambulance to cut me back out of it because it was like a giant Chinese finger trap. I couldn't get my arms or legs out of it, and I was stuck in it for a good couple hours. So I'm just walking around my house, flailing my arms, trying to get out of this suit meant to take impact abrasions at over 100 miles an hour. And I didn't want to cut it because it was my brand new expensive suit. So
I can't wait to see you in your costume tomorrow.
yeah, I'll be sure to be right ready and chipper in my little costume tomorrow.
I'm excited about that. Hey,
Just remember, you wanted this.
but hey, I'm going to be sweet. Do you have any requests? Because, I mean, there's no money behind this. I'm a fair president.
Well, I
Of
think
nothing.
to contribute to the Cat Lady Chicken Soup Fund, I will allow you to start picking some things I can do in my super suit that obviously I can get within camera here to contribute to the Cat Lady Chicken Soup Fund.
Like cartwheel? Do you have space to
That
cartwheel?
one's going to be interesting, but I will make my best effort to watch a few videos to at least understand how to even begin one.
Okay.
I need to have at least one functional limb to hit end stream when we're done with this. That's all I request is one functional appendage to turn the stream off at the end of the night. But I will attempt cartwheels.
Okay. So I'm going to get cartwheels. You're going to wear your outfit. We're going to dance because we didn't dance at all tonight.
Yes, we need some.
So
we need
I
some
need
new
at least
dancing
two
music.
dancings. I need at least
Okay.
2 dancings.
Okay.
Okay. And you're right, Kevin. We need some flapjacks.
Oh, I'm told that we're not doing any car Jesuses. I don't know how that relates. It's a cartwheel, not a car Jesus.
Oh my God, Toe. Are you really ruining my fun?
I don't know if Jesus is going to want to be
I
around
wanted to meet-
my onesie tomorrow.
It's all right. Okay. No, we got flapjacks. We got cartwheel.
Flapjack. Oh, yes. This is your weird word for jumping jacks.
Weird round for jumping jack.
Soda pop.
My little soda pop. 2 dancings.
2 dances.
That's from that K-pop Demon Hunter. Have you seen that one?
Oh, I thought we were going to do some river dancing or something goofy like that. Okay. I have to be K-pop dancing.
No. Because I did the My Little Soda Pop.
Oh, is that
And
what
then
it's
you
from?
did that's what that's from.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was just having fun. Maybe I'm a K-pop superstar and I didn't know it.
Dude, quit giving me ideas because I swear to God, we can make an entire episode of Are You a K-pop Superstar? I can't wait.
What am I doing to myself right now?
Go!
Oh, no. What am I doing to myself right now?
Hey,
Just stepping in bear traps over and over again.
Like you a lot, Chromagato, but I'm already married, so I can't go any further than that because it'd be disrespectful to my husband. Okay, 2 dancings,
2 dancings.
a cartwheel.
Oh, my goodness.
Can't spell cartwheel. That's terrible. And then, what's the other thing that I told you were gonna have to do?
I believe there was a mention of the handstand earlier.
No way. I would have never. Flapjacks.
Oh, yeah. Otherwise known as jumping jacks.
But you know what? Since you mentioned a headstand, I know that you're pretty excited about it. I'll put that in too. I can't wait. We'll just call this um the standard test protocol for any of your outfits. Does that sound good?
Now, what happens if I manage to succeed at enough of these goals? Because I think there should be a reward at the end of the rainbow if I succeed at least some segment of
Well,
this.
in our imagination, based on things we have seen, I would forecast the hope that we would make donos.
Okay.
You would enjoy yourself, and some people will see it and like you. See, those are three very
Man, I gotta be liked.
very good goals. Good goals.
I've never tried to be liked
goals.
before. This is gonna be a challenge.
Well, no. It's not like trying to be liked. It's just it just happens to be like the results. Like if you order a hamburger, most of the time you're gonna get a hamburger. If you do something that's fun to watch, most of the time somebody will end up liking you,
So
right?
the fries come with the hamburger, and then the lady steals the
As
fries. The
long as-
lady likes you for the hamburger.
As long as somebody can put it in the bag. But Savage isn't working, so apparently nobody on the face of the planet can put the fries in the bag.
She might be.
Hopefully she gets back to work.
She might be putting the fries in the bag. That might be her work now.
Well,
I don't know if I want to order a
I don't
burger
know.
from there though. We'll see.
salty dogs. Actually sounds pretty good. Salty dog. I like what are those grapefruit? There's an alcohol drink that's a grapefruit with salt.
Ooh, that's a weird combination.
I think it's an old people drink because my grandpa used to make them all the time on the family camping trips or whatever. Like they drank the red drink, you know, that one.
Oh, is it? There's a version of a Russian that's red.
No. Like it's like the thing that I drink with the chiladas or whatever
Oh, like
when
a
I drink
strawberry
those
daiquiri?
beers. No, not at all.
I don't know.
You're like the worst.
I just drank the weirdest alcohol combinations when I used to drink. I never got fancy with it. I just pour shit in that's nearby and drink it.
You are literally the worst person ever for me to bounce words off to try to figure out what the fuck word my mind is
Well,
trying to think of.
Try to put the
It's
puzzle
literally-
together.
No, you're seriously. I could be like, you know, it's something white, and you're gonna be like, what is it? That black spot over there? Gosh darn it!
Well, if I can't come up with one, I'm just going to start tossing words until one sticks against the refrigerator.
I don't know what that damn grapefruit drink was, but they also used to have. It was
I'm seeing Cosmo.
like a chelada. No, I mean it was like the kind of thing you made in a pitcher and poured everybody out while you played card games with your family in the morning. You know.
It sounds like a home life. Wouldn't know anything about it.
Boy, I had so many different kinds of homes. Just a whole lot of experiences. I'm still. What is that tomato one though? I can't believe I
Bloody
don't
Mary.
remember. Bloody Mary.
All
there
you had
you
to
go.
say was tomato. As of the last couple weeks, I've become a tomato expert with Mr. Tomato,
Who is Mr. Tomato?
our friendly Iceman Oz.
I don't know why everybody's like all about Iceman. He's not
Sorry,
really
you linked
obtrusive.
something in my brain.
He's not even obtrusive. He just like shows up on his show and then every once in a while he goes on his show when he like does something and then he's gone.
Yeah, Bloody
I
Mary's
don't know.
is the one.
But I don't know what the grapefruit one is. There's no way we're gonna get there.
Cream soda.
Sometimes because I forget all the words. Sometimes there's just no way to ever get to I'm sure it'll be like 2 or 3 days from now. And I will probably be doing something ridiculous and all of a sudden hell we'll probably be on air or something and all of a sudden it'll just come and eject itself out of my mouth.
Chromagato is praising the sound. Yeah, it's a little bit easier to balance now. I still have some other things, but I appreciate it. That's been
I'm,
something we've
you
been
know,
struggling with.
I was really wanting to do like I really wanted to do Saturday morning cartoons. And like I started working on Saturday morning cartoons with AI, and it's really freaking expensive. Like I don't even know how to tell you how expensive, and it takes so many tokens, right? For like Femora and other ones. I was really excited about the opportunity for Dee Dee and I to work together and start making Saturday morning cartoons. I just realized that um
You need a lot of time to get that stuff together too, which is tough. It's not to say it's impossible, but it's tough if you don't have a little bit of a forward log to work
I,
against.
well, I mean, it's a salty dog. I can't believe you did it.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't have come up with that in a million years. I've got to go like
Interesting.
buy lottery tickets and shit. This is
Yeah.
like, who would have ever thought, except obviously
Polish
Polish
Soint.
on YT. Man, thank you so
Thank you.
much. That
Thank you
saves
for
me from days of mulling that over in the
for
back
her
of my head
violence.
while every single other moment of my life is happening.
Rocky
That's
BB,
unbelievable.
I see you and I hear you. Uh, I have one more thing to fix on mine first, but once that happens, I am going to attempt a background campaign to end the peakening because although sometimes it's funny, most of the time it's annoying. So
Yeah.
if I
No,
can,
it's okay.
I'll at least start setting up some basic limiters, and then if someone wants to get fancy with it after that, that's on them. But yes, I would like that, and I will attempt it.
I don't know. It was the Rebel chat who is the only reason I don't have the most terrible audio ever.
Yeah. Now it to me like once in a while there were certain people that it works for if it hits right at the top. But most of the time, yeah, I actually want to hear what they're saying and not have my ears bleed.
Yeah, Chromagata, I want to do like more than one. Like I want it to be like 3 or 4 different little. I don't want to minimize it because it's not little, especially as I've learned trying to do it, how big of an actual job it is.
Yeah.
Even trying to do it the brain deadless way, you know what I mean? Whatever the AI sloppy way is still difficult.
Yeah.
But like I wanted to have like one that was like important moments that we all thought were really funny and stuff like that that is just exchanged from like real life to being cartoon styles. I'd like to have stuff like that, but I also want to have possibly a show that isn't necessarily based on people who already exist as a host. Like, imagine like an audience member or another host or whatever and their own calamities that they could get into with our community. Because seriously, like, there's so many possibilities that you could take storytelling in an animated version.
Now I will say this. If this becomes a thing, it's very far it's going to be a little farther away, but I thought it would be fun. I've been seeing in the world of like there's the VTuber world, right? Where it's like a straight up VTuber. You have like your iVixies and people like that. But then there's another one where it's more of run by software and it's like a little person. And I thought it would be fun to have one of those. You know how like some of them have like the Lolcow cows or some other little mascot. It would be cool as Crack to have your own where, you know, it's responding either by volume or by something else and have like a little doodad that maybe picks out comments from the chat or something and holds out a sign and like interacts in some way based on, like I said, either a light or a voice or something like that. I've started to be looking into that. It's tricky. I think I have enough rig to run it on top of doing all the streaming stuff, but I still have to look into that. But that's also something I wanted to play with too, outside of like your cartoon. But it's that same vibe, right? Like it would be something separate, kind of doing its own little manic thing on top of the show. Yes, channel mascot. But yeah, when it comes to me, like I do enjoy doing the show part here, but I love experimenting with like new and weird things. I have a camera to film in VR. So, you know, there's opportunities there for the few people who have VR headsets. So I am more than willing on the tech side. If you guys have some weird, zany ideas, like I said, I fall down a lot of rabbit holes, and we may just be able to accommodate some weird idea. So if you've got something, always put it in the show topic suggestion. And if not, we'll be coming up with things too, because we've got Cat Lady's brain and my technology to try back in it. And between the two of those, we will come up with something.
Oh, my brain. That's not. It's all like, because we got Cat Lady's brain. I'm all like, I can't remember the word salty dog. Okay.
Hey, sometimes the stumble on the way there is the way to make it go.
Okay. Oh, my goodness.
Have we fully wrung the towel out for you today?
I think so. I think we did. Just about.
It's been a rough day for you, and I don't want a broken cat lady for tomorrow.
It's just so funny. I think we both forgot that there was even supposed to be a stream tonight. It was like, oh yeah, just because we just had a stream, we actually have another stream. But
Yep.
honestly, I feel like we had a really good night tonight, guys. I really appreciate it. I would love for you to give us likes. And,
Yes, please.
you know, I thank you so much for being here. And we're going to be here at midnight Eastern time tomorrow.
Yes.
And he is going to be in his suit.
Well, don't piss them off. I'm sure. Don't call them off. They want to get surprised by that. I don't know if they want all
And
this.
we were here while we negotiated
Ooh, it's a lot to see. Yeah, come on back. Trust me, she will get evil. I can see it coming already.
I have a list. Does it look like flames in my glasses to you, or is that just me?
Depending on the way you tilt, there's definitely like the blue and the orange and the red right above it. Yeah.
Just you wait, Henry.
And it's right
Higgins,
where your
just you
eyes are.
wait.
So it looks like you have laser beams for eyes sometimes.
It's awesome. You'll be sorry, but your time will be too late.
The mad scientist is already cooking.
I'm ready. I'm ready to harass the crap out of you tomorrow. I'm really glad that y'all came, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I definitely felt like we were starting to find a groove tonight, and I hope
think
that
so,
that
too.
keeps getting better. And I can't wait to harass the shit out of you tomorrow.
Oh, I'm excited to keep this up.
Good night.
You have a good night. Thank you guys, everyone else. We see you in the chat. We're trying to interact with you as well. We're going to keep doing that. We're bringing you some good stuff for tomorrow. I will see you guys later. And